Like, where we are now? Where we are now?
Where are we now? So
good.
where we are now is we are just in a humble healing grind. I guess.
This drip on me, hair pass for water. Don't need no help, just ass retarded. Smart bitch with me, but the ass retarded. Cold bitch with me, but the head is fat. I need me a okay, or it's canned up like we got handguns in the cap by the canned goods, right? What's the brain good looking at my
I just fell in love. I just quit my job. I'm gonna find no drive. Damn, they work me so damn hard. Work by night, then off past 5. And they work my nerves. That's why I cannot sleep at night. Motivation.
Alright.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the vlog. We so happy to be back vlogging. We happy to be here.
Word.
It's been a long, busy year. So we took some time off or whatever. We had so much going on that we were dealing with and going through that we just had to take a break for a minute and life was lifing, and we had to get things back adjusted. But needless to say, we back. We don't want to quit YouTube, so we are back. And so we just here to give you like an update, to catch up, to kick it with us, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So we sitting here with a little drink.
Right.
I got a little tequila. Swift got tequila too and lime juice.
We drinking, we'll show y'all, like, for everybody that's watching they weight like us. So there's this mix, like, that you can use if you don't want the 60 calories. It's lit. This is not a sponsorship. This is just what we do. This is our stuff. Yeah, so like she said, life has definitely been lifing.
Yeah, guys. So we had to take a break. So we here to get caught up on and talk about everything that's just what we've been going through, what's been happening, where we at now, and things that we're looking towards going to the future with you all. So if y'all are chilling, kick back, relax, get y'all a little drink, have a little drinky drink with us.
Right.
So we can all kick it and talk about it a little bit.
Word.
Go ahead, babe. So we got a list of topics that we made that we're gonna go over with you with. Just so we can get y'all all cut up to speed.
Right. So first of all, we've been going back and forth since April to now. My father-in-law, her father, got hospitalized. So we've been going back, me and her, from AZ to Detroit, AZ to Detroit, AZ to Detroit. Like, it's been that way for the past couple months. We've been being there, being by his side, doing everything that we needed to do as his children, me as his extended daughter, married to his daughter. And it's just been a journey, for real. I'm pretty sure that y'all can relate, or some of y'all have related, or if you not can relate, I'm pretty sure that y'all understand what's kind of been going on. So he got hospitalized for 1, 2, 3 different reasons, and things turned into other things, and things turned into other things.
So yeah, so finally, after traveling all this time, my father did end up passing away this year, August 30th. So it was very hard. I'm a daddy's girl, and not only am I, like everybody, he had that type of spirit that everybody just loved him and adapt to him. So it was very hard. It still is very hard. It's still very new. It just happened, you know, or whatever. What are we, September?
We in October.
I
Yeah, see, we still don't know. We still don't know. Like, we had October. Today is the 7th.
Yeah, it's October the 7th. My dad just passed away August 30th. And then, mind you, we were traveling and the kids were here, and I was trying to keep them up to date while I was trying to keep myself together. And Swift trying to support me and also support herself, throughout this whole process. So it was very, very difficult. But finally, I had to come home and we talked to the kids and we came here for a while. And so we end up setting a funeral date to give us enough time to get all of us us together. And so I can travel, we can travel with the kids back up there so that we can all say our goodbyes.
Right.
So all of us went, and I'll show you a couple clips of the family or photos or of the family or whatever. My kids are still processing and dealing with it. I'm still processing and dealing with it. I was out of work, for a while, and I missed so much work traveling back and forth with my dad that when we got back from the funeral, it was go time. I had to jump back into work. So again, when I tell you guys, I'm still dealing with it on a daily. At time it seems like time has just been going, and I just been stuck here and the whole world has just been going around me. So it was so much going on. But he's in a better place. He left this earth peacefully. I was able to say my goodbyes, and I was able to let him know how much I loved him, how much we all loved him. So we had we were able to let him go in peace. It was a very hard decision. It was a very hard decision. This look, we had a little intermission. However, we were able to say our goodbyes or whatever, and we're just trying to process life without my dad being in it. And I'm not sure how that is yet, and I'm not sure what that is yet, because I'm taking it day by day. We all are. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been going through. So a lot of time was spent in the hospitals, a lot of time missing work, and then just trying to keep our family, going. But yeah, so that's where we at. But again, he left this world in peace, and so that's all I can just be thankful for right now. But I'm still having my days and my times, and I guess as a person dealing with grief, everybody will, or whatever. So y'all pray for me, pray for us, pray for our entire family. This is one of the most heartbreaking things that I have ever been through. And I'm not going to get into no more because I don't want to tear up today. Yeah. This is a good day.
Yeah. So like she said, we did what we had to do. And everybody came together. Everybody know who they are. We don't need to name names. Everybody know who they are. Everybody came together and we did what we needed to do. And my father-in-law is laid to rest. He was a very beautiful man. Never judged, never pretty much used profanity unless you really, really got him to that point. Just a very God-fearing man. So we know he's in paradise.
Yeah, great spirit.
Yes.
God accepted him at heaven's gates for sure.
Yeah.
He was just great to everybody, and everybody loved him. And that man had a lot of love in this world. So.
And shout out to everybody that showed up and showed out. We did everything right. I know he's happy. I know he's not in pain anymore because we had to sit there and go through the moments when he was enduring the most pain in his life, and me and her know because he was here with us that that's not what he wanted. So like she said, it was hard, but we got through it, and it is what it is, and we're going to move on, and we're going to always let his spirit live on within us, within our family, within his children, within his, grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, everything. So everybody got it. We got it. We good. That's that with that.
And then, so again, like that whole situation took a toll on us. But in the end, we were dealing with so much. That's just that. You're trying to raise kids and make sure you go grocery shopping, and you know, I'm just,
School
us with
clothes.
our granddaughter. We assist Nova's mom with helping. You know what I'm saying, with Nova. Or whatever. You guys know, if I haven't shared before, but my older son Nova's dad is incarcerated. Um, and he was very close, very, very close to my father. And so that was another thing of me having to try to be strong enough to be there for him, because he's not able to be there, and he had to deal with his grief and dealing with his grief alone, or whatever. And because we are from Detroit, we flew home, and the prison did not allow him to show up to the funeral. However, they did allow him to be on video at the funeral for an hour. So he was there live, and he got to see his grandfather and got to say his goodbye. And he also got to see family members that hadn't seen him in a while, or whatever. He got to, tell his daughter how much he loved her, over video, while she was trying to process this, because Nova, our granddaughter, is his only great grandchild, and they were very close, and Nova was very hurt and affected by it. So yeah, it's just been a lot. So we've been trying to hold it all together, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're getting, jewelry made, and we're waiting on that to, get situated. So yeah, so it was a lot. And then the kids are just growing up, and the kids are being kids. Like, every age group is taking us through it. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, parenting is not for the weak. Parenting big families is not for the weak. So I mean, they all not horrible or bad children, but I mean, they just doing whatever the age group does at their times or whatever. But at the times that it's all happening, we're dealing with so much at the same time. So we're just like, oh, what else?
Right.
We end up moving. So what happened? All of this started right after that we got moved into the house. Barely moved into the house, actually, because we were still getting stuff shipped in boxes and set up, and we hadn't fully even started decorating or unpacking completely throughout this whole time. It's just been a very, very, very busy year. Very busy year. So yeah, that's kind of where we at. We have plans. We still have plans. We were supposed to go shopping for our food truck this summer,
Right.
or whatever. We did have to push that back because of all the hospitals and the funeral and stuff like that. So we pushed that back a little bit, but we're still definitely going shopping for that again. And shop around and to get ready so that we can have a food truck out here and put out stuff. And then you guys also know that I talked about before, but my business, I have an online business called truehearts2.com. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. There's about to be some new merchandise dropping and a revamping of the website. And so we're going to get that together so that we could just get both businesses in motion and keep it moving, because I just know that's what my daddy always wanted for us, or whatever. And he said his wishes well before he got sick. He just wanted to see us win, and we gonna win. We ain't gonna let nothing stop us.
God.
We gonna win. And now that my daddy ain't here in this world, I ain't got no choice but to just keep going, push harder, and just win. So those are the plans that we got coming up. We can't wait to take y'all with us when we go shopping and looking and picking out and seeing what y'all ideas were or are, or whatever. So yeah, we just can't wait for that whole process. So
Right.
talk about what's on the next on the list.
So after, not even after, like during everything that was going on, so we going back and forth to Detroit, we flying, we coming back, we flying. I broke my leg. So I was out of work 6 to 8 weeks. Mine's happened to take longer because that's just the luck I got. I was actually doing a YouTube video in the backyard. It's hot. We got river rocks in our backyard. Whatever happened, broke my leg. So I was out of work. So now I'm having to travel get on the airplane with this boot on, do my thing, help my wife. I learned how to drive with the boot because I was like, nah, I can't be out of commission like this. So I had to learn how to drive with the boot, feel the pressure, do that. In between that time, I got into an altercation in my own home with a person that I thought was supposed to protect me and help me and love me throughout my life. I ended up going to jail for 6 days for arguing in my own house, protecting my family, my peace, everything. So now I'm locked up with a broke leg for 6 days.
So in that 6 days, I have a dad that's in the hospital. I have a son that's incarcerated, and COs are jumping him and doing him crazy. I have a spouse who is also incarcerated,
Right.
with a broke foot and none of her health meds. And then I have kids at home, and then I still have to work and function and go with life. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm literally answering the phone for her when she's incarcerated, I have my son calling and texting saying, hey, these COs are, trying to do me dirty and assault me and jump me and tear up all my stuff. And we know it's prison, right? So things happen, COs, they think it's their world over there. Or whatever. My child, not the first person incarcerated. He made his mistakes. He's doing his time, or whatever. And he's doing whatever time God saw fit for him. I'll put it that way, because even him being incarcerated really ain't all totally on him or his fault. But whatever it is, God, made sure that he gave him what was needed. So that's happening. My whole mental state was blue. The first day or two, I could not get out of bed. Like my mind was just, I was done. I could not do nothing. Like I just couldn't take it nowhere else. So let me backtrack before we get deep into that part. So right before my dad starts to get really sick, he was sick, but not in the hospital yet. My mom was here, with us. And of course, when everybody big households, everybody's not gonna always see eye to eye, whatever. My mom, and I'm not saying this to be disrespectful to my mom, because at the end of the day, it's still my mother, and I love her.
Yeah, no.
And it's not, I don't have no ill feelings towards her, and we work through whatever issues that we have. But true is true, right? And I'm gonna tell my truth, well, whatever. So my mom was here, and things that, she wasn't happy with. And overall, she just used to being in her own space and having things her way. And we're grown, we're grown. We're raising our own family and our children now. So we don't have no one to answer to. But, as parents, we want to give them respect, or whatever, and make them always feel comfortable. One thing my mom always did, like, she talk her shit and she could be however way she was, but if something happened and I ever needed to go home, she was going to always open her door. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, my mama could get on my nerves, and I'd just be like, please go in your room. So, and I'm going to go on mine. Another intermission.
Right.
We got a family that's huge, okay? We're going to have intermission. Going back, she was just used to being in her own space. So at the time that I'm trying to wrap my head around, like, my daddy, it was things like they starting with amputations, his heart was failing. It was certain, so many things that was hitting us in the beginning of his illness, when everything started just, I guess, declining, I say. And then my mom, she was going through her issue, and I had just dealt with times where she felt like that I didn't care about her, because the only thing that mattered to me right now was my father. And she had some ways of saying that wasn't so nice to me, and my feelings was hurt. I was stressing myself thin, trying to take care of this household with her in it. I was trying to do what I could to make everybody comfortable and happy all the time, while I'm on the phone back in Michigan, having to be my father's primary consent person, primary contact, the one to make the decision maker. So if they had to give blood, I had to, give consent, or I have to give consent to doctors to go do these surgeries, and all while I'm working full time, and got children and family and kids to take care of. So to hear a family like, oh, well, you don't care about me, and I'm like, I don't even have time to care about myself. Like, I put myself last for everybody, and I didn't even care, or whatever. As long as I can keep this family afloat, us get in this house comfortable, try to help my daddy survive. And I'm like, I couldn't understand why she would ever feel that way. But I guess it was just so much attention, but it was so much attention because his health issues was priority over what she had going on.
It was just more
So
significant.
she's elderly as well. Yeah, she's elderly as well, but her health conditions was nowhere near, or whatever. Like, my mom would still be like, oh, I'm catching an Uber to the casino. I'm about to go get up with my homegirl. We about to go shopping. We about to go out to eat. So she was going like, well, my father, he couldn't get to the hospital, and, his foot was turning black, so it was just a lot. So it was very hurtful for me, and I had to process and deal with that, or whatever, because I don't want to scream at my mom. I don't want to disrespect my mom, whatever. But I don't think people realize the shit that they say. They act like just because you parents, you think the shit don't hurt, or whatever, and it does. And we're at the age, I'm at the age, and I know we together as a couple in a marriage are at the age where no one gets to make us feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So now, fast forward all the way back to her being locked up, or whatever. So I have no support at home, or whatever. I have my brother, my little brother that's here, but he's an adult. Y'all seen Izzy on the that come through on the camera. Whatever. And it's me and it's the kids. It's, China, she's over 18 now. We had to lean on each other and support each other. And they had to support me because my mind just couldn't take no more. I was up to here. I couldn't take it. I just blinked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And then I have to say, okay, you're not the type to just let the world take over. You take back over the world. So yes, I was down for a day or two, whatever, but I had to get back up. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure my kids stayed together, because even though they probably worry about me, but kids like, oh shit, she ain't paying attention to everything going on. Let me see, can I get away with this, or whatever. And if not, they was checking in and trying to help me out too. So I will say that. But it was just a horrible, crazy time. Yeah. Crazy time. And it seems like all of these issues that's happening is never directly from something we done. You know what I'm saying? Or done
to each other,
or
detrimental to our marriage, or it's always an outsider.
Yeah, it's always
so now
we
closing our circle. We don't, not to cut you off, we don't want none of that negativity, whether it comes from family, whether it comes from somebody you call your close friend, anything. We are no longer indulging in any of that. Like, we can't allow that because we have seen where it can go. And it can go that way very fast. We are in Arizona. It is a red state. Did I get in trouble before this little altercation? Yes. So that's why things aren't the way that they should be. Because there's no way you could tell me, whoever's watching this, if you in Texas, North Carolina, New York, Georgia, whatever, if you have an argument with somebody in your house, it's your house. It's your house. It don't matter who it is. Like, why do you get charged for protecting your home that you pay for with your spouse, and that you take care of? That's where I landed, and that's where I'm at.
If the other person contact the authorities before you.
Before you, yeah.
And so that's kind of, where it it just ended, or whatever. It was very unfortunate, very hurtful, very traumatic. It was traumatic for
our children,
her, I. It was just, it's too much.
It was a mess that didn't need to occur.
But with that being said, we're not telling you all this story again. I'm not here, or we're not here to bash anyone.
Never.
We're just telling you now. We're at a place in our life where boundaries are enforced. Period. Boundaries are enforced, because before all these outside situations, altercations,
entities,
or whatever you want to call it, this household is at peace.
Right.
So it blows us that it could be outside sources, and it's so crazy. So I'm gonna insert a clip, because I was watching Lily from Lily Yours Truly just talk about this on her blog. So if y'all don't know who it is, I'm gonna try to drop that clip in here for y'all so y'all can see. She just talked about this, whether it be a family member, friend, or whatever. So
I just had a thought. Y'all know, and I don't know who this is for, or why I'm finna say this, but I really just was sitting here driving, and I was thinking, but currently, if you are in relationship with a masculine energy, and you feel like you know for sure that this person is the love of your life, like, this is my person, this is my love, but they come from a toxic environment, they come from a toxic makeup, their family dynamic or how they grew up was pretty much broken, right? And they have a weird relationship with their mom, they love their mom, but their mom probably didn't connect to them in an affectionate way when they were younger. They probably didn't get the I love yous and the hugs in the way that they should have, but now that they're an adult, the mom is wanting to be more prominent in their life and show up and be submerged in y'all's situation, y'all's union, y'all relationship. And this could be a mom, it could be a sister, it's some type of feminine energy, it could be a third party, I don't know. But I'm saying that to say, you have to rebuke and pray against those things, because some women grew up and got themselves in relationships to where their masculines hurt them, and because they were broken and because they were hurt, because they didn't receive a certain type of love, they don't even want to see their children receive a certain type of love. They don't want to see their children be in union with their person. They don't want to see their children have that sense of happiness that they did not get, because in their mind, it ain't that they really trying to destroy it, but they gotta conjure up something in order to make it not fit, okay? And you and your person have to be, y'all have to be here. Y'all have to be here, locked in with each other in order to defeat that spirit, that entity that is trying to keep you from your divine love. And that's why people don't understand the importance of getting toxic individuals out of their life. And I was talking about that on my last vlog. If you go watch my last vlog, the end of the vlog, I was talking about this. Click off right now, go watch that. Y'all have to do what y'all have to do to protect yourself, to protect your mates, to protect your relationship, to protect what you know is rightfully yours, because the enemy is going to always be coming up against it. Okay? And
again, shout out to our friends,
Right. Everybody, when I was down And I'm a good person. Like I do what I need to do. Like I am in the business. I serve my community. Like I work with seniors. I'm helping old people out every day. I'm in my community. I'm serving food. Everybody know I'm a chef. I do what I need to do. So when I was down, everybody, well, a couple of everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but the people that know they matter was calling my wife like, yo, is Swift okay? What's going on? What can we do to help? And I'm like, babe, I done did time. This 6 days is not gonna kill me. I could do it.
Is Swift okay? Is T okay? Is the
Yeah.
kids okay? You know,
Right.
or whatever. How you doing mentally? You know, or whatever. How's she doing mentally? How's her foot doing? How's her health doing without medication? You know, or whatever. So we didn't give a fuck about the case. You know what I'm saying? Tell you the
Not
truth.
at
The
all.
shit, it was bullshit. It's gonna fly. But it's so inconvenient. It's so
Right.
inconvenient. It's so inconvenient where we have adjusted and got our lives back to where we are completely law-abiding citizens in this world.
Registered to vote. I done gotten myself in trouble. If y'all wanna Google me, y'all can. I'm pretty sure y'all can figure out my name by now. I know how the internet do. I done got all of my stuff back. So in Arizona, you got an open carry gun law, registration. You can register to vote, everything. I just got everything all back on the table to let it be taken away from such a minute and an undiscretioned situation is not fair to me. But I'm gonna deal with it, and we good. We good. It's not hurting us. We good.
And that's what, you know, we had to, you know, come back together as a couple and go eye to eye. Like, you know what? It ain't shit that we can't get over. That we been through already in our getting ready to be 5 years of marriage. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. It ain't nothing that we can't get through if we don't get through it together. You know, or whatever. So it is what it is. You know, it was a couple steps back. But I mean, it just showed that it just told us again, hey, we got to create boundaries. And I'm not saying if she was wrong or that person was wrong. I'm not saying my mom was wrong or if I was wrong or anybody else was wrong in our life that we may not talk to or be in the same energy and space with again. It's just the fact that the world evolves, life goes on, and
Shit happens and life goes on is what my grandfather used to always tell me. Shit happens and life goes on. So you're either gonna deal with it head on. You face every problem head on. You don't never tuck your tail, and that's how you're gonna beat it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not tucking my tail for what? For what?
So yeah, we got some amazing friends, man, that just came through and that was checking in, you know, whatever, who's checking in with my dad when I'm going through the hospital or, you know, what you need me to do. I mean, I have friends that came over here daily and checked on my kids and even prepared meals from them, you know, some of the times that we were out of town. Like, we had some amazing people in our life and we're thankful for them. You know what I'm saying? We're thankful for that. Or whatever. So we just know what we at. We know what we want, who we want to be. We was already working hard towards just bettering ourselves as overall people, as a couple, as a family, in a marriage, as individuals ourselves. And you know, sometimes unfortunately things come to try to give you twists and curves.
Ain't nothing but the devil. Ain't
Not easily broken. Not easily broken.
Oh
so
God. We ain't yokes.
So we end up pushing through, and everything still ain't, you know, perfect, but you know, peace be still, and peace is becoming still again, and we still together, and we still stronger, and our family is still strong, you know, or whatever. So we just gonna thank God for that, you know, or whatever, and keep going, and let whoever feel whatever, you know, or whatever, because
people, it ain't on us. Because we know not to cut you off.
Yeah. What we notice is that whatever people think.
Well, I've been going for a minute now. Back again.
So yeah, we are just in a place where we have to set boundaries, and I'm talking about within this marriage. We setting boundaries with our kids. We setting boundaries with family members. We setting boundaries with siblings. We setting boundaries with, I don't care who you is.
Right.
It's a boundary set. And we're gonna be respected, and because we try to give respect, we try to show love, we try to give respect. We are trying to lead life in the right ways, and it is not up to no other person on this earth to tell us that we're not doing right. And we, you know, we get criticized a lot by people we feel like we done looked out for or helped, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So now when you ain't doing or saying something that they want to hear, then they got a whole lot to say about you. But you won't saying that when we was making sure that we show love. So and we just been the type of people that just be like, we ain't gonna come for you, like we can care less, that take too much energy. We not doing that. We gonna keep it moving. And you cannot be in our lives, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to respect us, respect our boundaries, respect our household, respect our marriage, respect you, if you ain't giving no respect, we ain't got to deal with you, flat. And that's just it. And that's just where we at. And then I think, you know, we deal with a lot of people who dealing with their own shit, their own traumas and their own hurts,
demons,
their own demons,
whatever.
And then they try to inflict and try to inflict pain on you by trying to say some of the most hurtful shit. Like at the end of the day, we know who we are at this time and this point in our life. We know who we are. We know what our bank accounts look like. Clearly, you understand? Because you could go back and check that. You know what I'm saying? We know what our accounts look like. We know what we did and what we don't do. We know what we need to work on. We know what we don't need to work on. You know, or whatever. And so no other human being on this earth gets to dictate that for us, no matter who you are. So that's just where we at in life. And, you know.
Right. And we're not even trying to be boasty or nothing like that or acting like, yo, these niggas, nah. Nigga, we worked hard for this. I wasn't in no prison for no crazy, whoever y'all want to call. I was in there for something else. Nothing. Y'all can Google me if you really want to go that far. And we've been dealing with our shit, and we've been good. And she's been helping me through my shit. I helped her through her shit. And we getting through our shit, and we on our shit. And that's all we want people to respect. Like, y'all gotta respect us. Simple. You don't get to come and dictate and say or do and say or do. We not dealing with that no more. Like, I had to watch, you feel me? The casket close on my favorite person. A man that has never looked down on me. I married into her family. Where's the gratitude? Where's the love? Where's all that? No, nobody don't respect that. So now we on a different type of timing. We on timing. We on our timing. If it ain't here, in his house, for us, it don't matter.
It does not matter. Not at all. Because we were the people who overextended ourselves for others. You know what I'm saying? We for sure knew that we didn't want nobody living with us. We don't want nobody calling us for help, asking for this and asking for money and or whatever. And I'm not pinpointing nobody. We just was at that point where we like, okay, dang, you know, we kind of want to do us, but we still did it anyway. Right. You know, we still did it anyway. And when something goes wrong,
or you don't say yes,
or the person don't like the answer, then you're painted out to be the most horrible person in the world. But I wasn't horrible when I was looking out.
Right.
I wasn't horrible when I was giving my all. You understand? I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the person counted me to be.
Whoever y'all wanted to say.
Bitch, a broke bitch, a rich bitch, an ugly bitch. I want none of that. You know, or whatever when I was looking out. So the stuff that some of those people or some people can do to try to hurt me, you can't hurt me. Because I know who I am. I've been this bitch for a long time. And then I've been a better bitch with the one that I'm with now. You see what I'm saying? So nobody can come dictate that. So when you know who you are, some of that stuff just like, it's just going over. Right. I'm like.
And our door ain't open. Before we had a reserve door that was open. You could come here. If you need something, gotcha. Everybody that fuck with us know who we got. We ain't gotta say no names. Everybody know who fuck with us. Y'all know who y'all is. And that's how we gonna keep it. It's gonna be like that.
So it's just, again, we going back to Swift Tea family has created boundaries, honey. And nobody get to deter that. Nobody opinions matters. Nobody thoughts matters. Nobody shoulda, woulda, coulda. Nothing matters. You understand? Because at the end of the day, Swift and Tierra don't go to nobody asking for nothing. You understand? We don't go to nobody. And if we have asked, and if a no, we took that shit on the chin and we did that shit ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever. So we always gonna be good regardless, because we know how to stand up on our own. And so with that being said, I ain't trying to down talk, hate on, beef with, argue with. I don't got time. I don't got time for you. I got life. I got a life to live. And people negativity is not a part of it anymore. Life too short. And like she said, you just took the closest person to me. So I feel like it's a lot that can't even fuck with me no more, or whatever. So we just gonna keep it moving, and that's where we at. So
right, that's where we at.
What's the
so
next topic,
our next topic is, so now y'all got into a little bit of our life. Like, we never gonna share no more of our life, but right now is the time that we had to do it. Like, it just need to be what it is, and it is what it will be.
all this traveling, then I caught the flu, then Dewan caught the flu, China caught the flu, and then Virgil caught a cough. Like, it's like we get home and then all of this happened, then we turn around and get sick,
Right, and then we had to deal with the worst part ever. We had to go to the funeral.
Yeah.
So now, I know how stagnant. So my two grandmothers passed away before her dad. So I know how stagnant I was, and I know what I was on. I wasn't trying to go inside. But I also have a brother that's incarcerated. So when they bought him, I know I had to go inside.
Shout out to PJ.
Word. And I was just outside trying to stagnate because I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? And it was the same thing with her dad. I wasn't ready, so I was outside. I'm taking pictures. We outside, everybody chilling. But then I had to go in there first with my brother.
So yeah, it was amazing. Shout out to my family, like all my cousins, all, like, when I tell you they were showing up, coming
Nicole.
through. It's all love. And it's so crazy how we can never talk and we all be in our own lives and do what we want to do. But when we came together, we came together. I'm telling you, I still got my cousins right now checking on me, making sure I'm okay. What you need me to do? I'm here. Baby girl, you need me? Don't worry about it. We got it. We got the kids. When we went home, we ain't never had to worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. So when we went home, we got this huge family. So we was like, nah, we're going to make sure we get our, own Airbnb.
We had our own
or whatever.
shit.
So I'll show you some clips of them doing. Our own car. I'll show y'all doing clips, the clips of the TikToks or whatever that my cousins and brothers and all of them, China, all of them was doing.
Little done, done. We got that little done, 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 done. Done, 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 Julio. What you say? Julio. I just need a dog, Julio. For all my love, Julio. Hold on, they got me active. Hold on.
He just trying to see who I am. Look, he's like, what the fuck is this? Look at him. What's up?
Take your
Yeah, he big as hell. Alright, come on, we gotta move. They said we gotta move. We about to go,
She from New York though, so she like that.
protective. They knew that this was going to be hard for us, you know, or whatever. They knew. Like, when I tell you, they sent bunches and bunches of food. They made sure everything was taken care of. And to the point where I knew sometimes it was stressing them out, but they wanted to just pull the stress off of us. Like, shout out to my family, the Garrett side and the Hargrove side. You understand? Let me show love to both sides. Y'all show love, and I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly, because I was just, I don't know where I was at. I was there physically, but it's still like, even now that I'm back home, a lot of that stuff was still like a blur to me.
Yeah, his sister held him down.
Yeah, and then so my siblings and I, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Ooh, Lord, child, we cried some tears.
Oh God.
We cried some tears. Not, you know, we cried some tears over our father, but we cried some tears over. It was just grief. It was everything taking over us. They missed us. You know, they missed us. You know, Swift part of this family. We all a family. You
and
feel
they
me?
fuck with me. You know what I mean? More than my own family. Like, they fuck with me. Like, I got her one cousin. Nigga, that's my brother. It ain't nothing gonna deter that. Ain't nothing gonna change that. You know you are. You know what's up. Yeah, so we all got through it. You know what I'm saying? We had to sit through this, sit through the service, sit through this, sit through that. Like, we had to get through it together.
My mom and I, you know, started off throughout this process. We wasn't even speaking when I went back home. But my mom knew my pain. I knew hers. You know what I'm saying? Because even though my mom and my dad wasn't together, they've been friends for years. For years. They've been divorced since I was like 5. But they've been almost like best friends for years. You know, whatever. We came through. My brothers and I we close anyway. You know what I'm saying? But we closer. Like, now. He felt better that I was there. I felt better that they was there. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like, it was all love. So what I can say about losing my dad is my dad still found a way to make everybody come together and made sure the vibe was all love. Like, all love. Shout out to my friends. You know what I'm saying? Or what I had my best friend is still there right now. Still there. Best friend of 20 years. Was there every step of the way. When her mom passed, I was there with her. You know, or whatever. Like, what, 15 years ago, maybe now? 10, 15 years ago, maybe now? You know, and now when it comes down to my dad, you know, she's been there every step of the way. You know, yeah, her kids, like, which is my babies, my nieces and nephews, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, it was just so much love given when it was back home. My kids needed it. My nephews, it was just so much love given back home. So it was well needed. And I just felt like the whole vibe, we did not leave home off one angry vibe. You know what I'm saying? Not off one. And that was so rare. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about every time we get in town, people can feel some type of way. I ain't seen you. You ain't come see me. Blah, 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 blah. You know, it was none of that. Everybody showed up. Everybody came together. And everybody showed love. And everybody just, it just worked. And I just don't give that to my dad. I was like, man, even with him leaving this earth, he still found a way to bring everybody together. Because when you was with him in his presence, I don't care who was beefing, who did nothing. You forgot about that shit. You had a good time. Like, his spirit was just always that, you know, or whatever. So even now, in just his passing and his grace, it's just that. And it was a beautiful time. It's also a sad time, too, you know, and you know, it was us saying our goodbyes, and I'm still processing that part. I believe here now, I'm still processing that part. However, I can say it was a beautiful time to just know that we was a family. You know what I'm saying? And he made sure that we stayed a family. He left gracefully. I think he did it in a way that he didn't, you know, want us to hurt. You know, or whatever. You know, they say the hearing is the last to go. And my dad was on a ventilator, and you know, at parts of times that I was there and parts of times I had to be here and watch from FaceTime. It was, oh my God, it was so much. But my dad, they said, oh, okay, when we take the ventilator off, you know, you can go within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes, you know, whatever.
Wait.
My dad, with all those health issues, kidney failure, heart failure, infections coming from decapitations, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, not decapitation, what's the amputation, sorry, amputations, you know, all of that.
12 hours.
He still lasted for 12 more hours, and when he did, he waited, you know what I'm saying, until his children was there, and he left so gracefully. And I'm just so humble. I love that man with all my heart, and I'm just so humble and blessed to have had him, and blessed for him to have touched all the hearts that he has touched in our life. And so when we just went home, I was blessed to also have that family who showed up for us. And I mean, not for us, I'm talking about we all showed up as a whole to each other.
Everybody.
It was just like, I can't describe to y'all what the feeling was. It was such a great time. Like, my siblings, my brothers made sure they had their nieces, and you know, I made sure that I had their kids, or I made sure I had them, or they had me. You know what I'm saying? It was just a great time for us, and we all looked out for each other. And so, Dad, I'm just gonna thank you for that, you know, or whatever, you know, or whatever. You did it again. You
right,
did it
right.
again. So
right, and he was such a jokester, like, and me and him used to spend a lot of time together. Everybody was like, I'm waiting for him to be like, yeah, I just played y'all out. I ain't even, I just paid for this, and y'all look at y'all. But I know my father-in-law loved me. I know he still loves me. I know he still loves us. And I told him, I said, I'm going to always take care of your daughter. Because he told me that. He said, I know you're going to take care of my Chanela. Just take care of her. And he said, I know you got. And I said, a week before all of this happened, he was still up and talking. And I said, Daddy, I'm going to come get you in that black helicopter. He said, come on and come get me. I'm ready to go. I'm going with y'all. Things happen. Life goes on. We're not going to dwell on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good. Feel me? Our father's in a better place. Feel me? Hey, baby? We good.
for sure.
He not hurting. He not stressing. He not doing none of that. So now we going to get into something else.
What's the next subject on your thing? We'll be right back.
After-
Short intermission.
For real. Because I don't know what the hell. All right. So we now at the part that we let y'all into our life site a little bit. This is that, like, where we are now? Where are we now?
So,
good.
where we are now is, we are just in a humble, healing grind. I guess if I can try to say, if that makes sense. We are making sure that we going for everything we ever wanted. And that's including y'all.
Right.
We coming back to these YouTube streets. Because we won't just about to be out of here like that.
Oh, God.
So, we are trying to hold each other together. We are getting ready to celebrate the holidays coming up. So excited. We supposed to have so many family members coming down for Thanksgiving, and so that we can host. So I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
No, Swift is excited about that on both sides of our family.
All right.
Celebrating holidays.
So we about to celebrate the holidays. We got kids. They like Halloween out here in our town. They do it big.
Yeah, I remember some of the vlogs we posted from the previous Halloween. So, yeah, definitely. Halloween is coming up. That's one of Nova's favorite holidays. She's super excited.
Yeah. Talk about she want to be Wednesday. What?
But we do. Excuse me, y'all. I'm still fighting a cold. But we do love. I mean, Halloween is nice out here, so we all like it. You know, as a family. And then Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving, again, like I said, we have families coming in from both sides. We're excited. It's going to be the first Thanksgiving ever that I can remember without my dad, so I think I need family here. And so I don't know how to feel about it, but I am excited that we'll be together. You know what I'm saying? For the holidays. So we plan to do it big for then. Make sure y'all gonna be there or whatever. And so that everybody's cooking and just I'll just expect it to be a great time. So that's where we at. And then what? We got Christmas coming up, New Year's, and then our anniversary is coming up. So we're trying to figure out, we're going to do a surprise, well, not a surprise, but like a trip or whatever that we're thinking.
Ain't no surprise now. So we thinking we should go to New York. I'm not opposed to it. I'm used to the cold. She used to the cold. She like, damn, babe, what we gonna have to wear? Like long john? Yeah, we need all that. It's gonna be cold as hell in New York, but we good.
I'm thinking we might take a trip to New York before January, just me and her. And then I got another trip in mind for our anniversary.
See, now y'all see she trying to surprise me. I see this
that I haven't dropped yet. So I'm still thinking about it and trying to see how we can work it out. But I'll try to keep y'all tuned and let y'all know or whatever. So, however, we might do New York before our anniversary, just for a weekend or something.
okay.
Cause it's cold anyway. We were going there with all the kids again. We were, back and forth between my dad's situation. That pushed a lot of stuff on hold for a while, and it's okay, whatever. So we still got life, we still breathing, so we still about to make it happen. So with that being said, we got a lot of stuff still in tune for y'all coming up. Swift Tea family not going nowhere
At all. We got life, we got pockets, we got accounts. We here.
So yeah, it's all love though. It's all love from wherever we coming from, and I'm gonna just put that out there. It's all love, and I don't care what no negativity try to come back our way. God said to just keep pushing love and just watch. You know what I'm saying? Just watch how it happens. And so we have, and we will, and it is what it is. But guess what? Again, we're not easily broken. So we just loving life right now. We are being humble and trying to hold our family up together as we try to get through these hard times or whatever. So, yeah, thank you all for kicking it with us.
Word.
Thank y'all for chilling. Thank y'all for getting all caught up or whatever. So now let's get back to vlogging.
Right, and having fun. Because this is what we know our dad would have wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this is what he would always wanted. He's like, I want y'all to be where y'all gotta be. And I want y'all to be. I want y'all to do what y'all want to do. What y'all want to do. Feel me? So we know he in a good place. He resting. We gonna keep it going. That's what we could do. What else can we do?
That's all we can do. Rest in peace to my daddy.
Not even rest in peace. Sleep in peace in heaven. Sleep in peace to everybody lost. My grandparents, my grandmother Elaine, my grandmother Joyce. I'm doing it for y'all. Like, we up and it ain't no coming down. Feel me? We a balloon.
All right, y'all. We out. Love y'all. Good night.
I stand up, bitch, I'm fresh. I am standing up, bitch, like that. I'm a bum, bitch, you waste. It's so sorry, bitch, I'm dead. My enemy, bitch, you are red. I don't think you so all my diamonds hurt. And all these numbers 32. Now in my nigga, look at all your 32. I see ain't cool. Open up for me. Early engine, corner, sport. I got somewhere to be, a baby, jumping, cord. What am I saying? He can't be drunk. Yeah, this my favorite girl. To be my only week. I said no, but you my favorite. Nah, for real. King, red peach. Nigga, I wanna walk, man. Nah, I can't make you honest, but I can make you come. Freak up in the streets, in the streets, baby, young thug. I just do 10,000, so you want to fucking club. Popping me so hard, cause I ain't used to shit. Niggas ain't got no type, they want stupid bitch.
Damn, Big Mike shot this too?
Yeah, cereal lost me. JT. Fuck nigga, I don't get it. They talking the bag, I cover my ears. I hop in the lamb, I'm switching the gears.
Hello. Hi. Her work van? No, he don't even know about that money for real. I ain't telling him too much anyway. He just got caught with another weed pen. Stupid little boy. He was doing good for a while. Yeah, with her little think she doing something, so. She just trying to brag like she doing something. I know you asked her where she was staying at. I said she thinks she just want to tell the world so she can brag like she doing something. Did you ask her where she was staying at?
She stayed with her girlfriend.
Child, the girlfriend at first had an apartment. Now she ain't got no apartment, and now they back living with the mama. The mama a recovering crackhead with 7 kids.
Oh, shit. She got arrested.
Exactly what I tried to tell her. I said, don't get mad. I said, she gonna have to learn on her own. She gonna have to bump her head. I said, but baby, while you doing all that, I said, you are now off my phone. You need to pay your own bill because you grown.
She called me. And she was talking.
She snuck out and did it, you know, whatever. And then just, you know what I'm saying, didn't try to come back or whatever. And she came back. Then I seen her washing the clothes up. I told her, I said, I said, she already been to her nose to.
I'm building my own foundation, yeah. Oh, baby, you won't break my soul.